stand by and watch you disappear.
Bro, like the doubling sound. Okay, we gotta keep the audio is crazy.
And watch you disappear. I told myself it was for you. It's hard. Always be toward the darkness.
Bro. No, bro. This is about to be the craziest video ever, bro. Let's talk about Enhypen a little bit, just their lore. They're vampires. We go way back, Enhypen and I. So we'll see what's going on, but right now, it seems like we have a battle of light and darkness, of heaven and hell. The song is titled Bad Desire. The theme of the song is about wanting something or someone that maybe isn't that good for you. So we start, it looks like, in a heavenly place. Lots of times in larger stories, or even all the way down to scenes, we have a transition from light to dark or dark to light. So we're literally going, it seems like probably if we start on light, if that's the opening shot, we're probably, spoiler alert, gonna end in darkness. So we'll see what happens. Hi, my name is Jordan Orm. I'm a professional video editor for artists like these guys. If you wanna learn to be a pro editor, I would love to personally help you. Checks out, I can't say that. The link below. Click that and we could talk and maybe we could work together if you want to be a YouTube creator, professional video editor. I just love helping people.
I told myself it was for you. It's hard. Always be toward the darkness.
Bro, like the creepy whispering is wild. We have some double voice effects. So we have effects pan to the right and left just to create this weird like surround environment and multiple voices happening at the same time, which is incredibly unnatural. It makes it feel out of this world, heavenly. We have a bunch of jump cuts that also feel like distortion-y, unnatural. Camera shakes. We have these little blending effects. You can create these blending effects by just copying the shot, duplicating it, moving it over, putting it on the blend mode of screen or lighten, and then you'll just have the highlights peek through. Or this is just something that you attach to your lens. You can get a similar effect. But the editing is so glitchy and just sporadic to show the chaos as this person starts light and it looks like they're falling towards darkness. And I don't know if this is upside down or what's going on, but it seems like we have a light side and a dark side. There's very much like a good and evil thing happening here. Now, the filming in this scene is probably the craziest thing I've ever seen. So we're gonna talk about it thematically, but also from a filmmaking perspective. So I'm just gonna let it play for a second here, just so we can get the full feeling of it, and then we'll start to break it down more. But this is like absolutely insane. Nuts. 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 Nuts, bro. Like, what is this? It kind of feels like one shot, but there's a lot of different hidden cuts going on in here. And there's some stuff that I just don't understand. We haven't even finished the whole sequence. But it kind of feels like we have an FPV drone mixed with a motion control camera rig. So we tilt up, and then we have, I think, a hidden cut right here. Anytime there's a camera whip or some kind of like mask or something going on, that's a great place to cut some kind of black object in front of the screen. And this either is an FPV drone or they had maybe somebody on some camera on a stick that they're just, a dude was running around. But right here, this is a point where they cut. So we get right in front of this dude's jacket, and new shot right here. And I think this shot right here is on a motion control camera rig because we have a shot where it booms up and our member's not there. Nobody's there. But then the smoke comes in and he appears and it's seamless. It's perfect VFX. And pretty much the only way to do that is either you have like the best VFX team ever or you have motion control cameras. And I think it's motion control cameras because we see it later in the music video. But this is nuts. Little transition, motion control. Boom. And then we get a transitions right there as the motion control camera tilts up, creating some motion blur, and then we cut to an FPV shot right here, flying around. An FPV drone is like a drone with goggles, like a dude wearing goggles, like can fly it around from his POV pretty much. Now this feels like one shot to me. I mean, all that's VFX. Maybe this part's VFX a little bit too. I mean, him like running on the side, obviously that's not real. This feels like they actually flew the drone around like this. I think at some point in here they cut, but I can't figure it out for the life of me. Like you could have cut right here when they go around the corner. Anytime you go around a corner, it's an easy place to cut because you get a spot to mask it out. So right here, I think they probably could have cut, especially because I think the wall's all VFX with this like vine and stuff. And then right here seems like a new shot. Right, new shot right there. Another hidden cut with the little FPV camera spin. Bro, this is nuts. This is some of the best filmmaking I've seen from a music video perspective. So we literally flew through his leg, and there's a few frames in here that I think potentially may be AI. Now it's tough because the camera literally flies into his leg. But right here, it's either a completely different shot or I'm thinking that like a few of these frames, like this frame looks real because the background's super motion blurred, but look at the background in these frames. It's similar, but it's like a completely different background. And the motion blur here, like it feels weird. I don't know what it is. Everything feels very like coagulated and plasticky looking. I could be completely wrong about that. But there's definitely some hidden cuts right here because you can't fly a camera through somebody's leg. Again, a hidden cut going through that smoke. And this is all motion control camera. The transitions are insane. Okay, now let's back up and let's go to the storytelling here, because what is this black smoke that's flying around? Why is our boys running on the walls? You know, I mean, they probably have some vampire superpowers. We've established that in the Enhypen universe. But the black smoke represents an internal struggle between the allure of desire and the fear of its consequences. So it's like a visual metaphor for the darkness inside of you. It's flying out. It wants things. It wants things that are bad for you. It's like the sinful desire that's inside of us. That's real. I can attest to that. I definitely have some evil desires that wants to do bad things. Not to get all preachy here, but that's why for me having faith in Jesus helps, because it actually changes my desires, and that black smoke within me is a little, you know, it's not as strong. It's like I'm not a slave to it anymore, which is a whole nother topic of conversation, but we're here for this. But that's what I think the black smoke represents. It's just pulling you all around, and it wants you to do things. The other reason for that is once the black smoke has, you know, they did their crazy performance in the red circle and the black smoke has had their way, it like transports them, and you can see the black smoke in his eyeball too. It transports them to a new realm right here. Like, bro, like that is such a good transition. Okay, so he just like dips down, and then the background, which is all VFX, just rips. And all of a sudden they're in like a hellish environment. So the evil desires transported them to an evil place, per se. Bro, and the fact that there's even these little tiny like flecks of ash and dust, it makes this transition, the art background right here, so much better, because it literally turns into just little tiny sheets of paper, little flecks of dust after the transition happens. And we fly through it. And then when we cut to the wide, it's still in the air. It just like the world makes sense. And that attention to detail in the VFX is like so good. This is incredible. Like the amount of VFX in this are nuts. And it looks solid. Ooh, that was kind of nice. So we contrast the hellish environment with a heavenly environment really quick, and we use this moment where he's in a bright place, white background. We do a nice little match cut. So his head's right here on the screen. This is called point of interest cutting. So wherever your face is looking, if you cut to another shot in that exact same place on the screen, it's satisfying. It's nice. So we're looking at his face right here, and then we cut to the next shot, and it's again a similar environment on the screen. And then we jump cut in, but we have this lens flare and this motion blur. See this vertical directional blur? And that honestly makes it feel like he's teleporting to us, like a little bit closely. If you do a jump cut or like cut from one person from one location to another location and you add blur in between it, it tricks our brain and makes us feel like he's teleporting. And that's what happens right here. So it feels like he's just like, whoop, which I think, can vampires teleport? Is that a thing that happens? Maybe. I don't know a whole lot about vampire lore. Bro! This video is wild. We established the idea that there's like two realms kind of facing each other. So like I guess hell's on the top and heaven's below, but that's usually kind of the opposite way. But anyway, we continued that theme with this transition. So this is completely VFX. The whole background is VFX. And so you just tilt the camera up and then take that little overhead shot that you have before, and then you make a little hole in the clouds among all the angels and stuff. And then we go into that shot as if they're dancing on the ceiling above us, which is just a crazy, that doesn't make sense to us. But that's the way that the worlds were presented in the intro with this shot. But this is so good. Even when they point up, it motivates the camera to go up. Okay, so we have some kind of masking where, we have two of the same member right here together. Pretty simple, it's just two shots together. And we have some he's thirst trapping hard right here. Like this I'm not the target demographic for this, I'm gonna be honest, but these little editing details where he's on a wide angle lens, so he's like, it feels, oh my goodness, I sneezed everywhere, excuse me. That was disgusting. So he's on a wide angle lens, so he's actually like physically really close to the camera. So it makes any kind of movement feel very exaggerated. And we use little tiny effects, like duplicating the shot, adding a lens distortion effect just on the outside. So you see this like doubling type of thing. It kind of makes it look like the shot's going whoom. That's kind of what speakers do when you hit a kick drum or when there's a beat. So it almost looks like the image is acting like a visual speaker on that kick, and it feels really nice. It's a cool idea. It's like a boom, boom. That's sick. Okay, now we have this tattoo. I think that also represents his evil desire. So he's kind of heavenly. He's wearing white and blue. Like blue and white is heaven, and black and red is like the hell part and the darkness. But he has that darkness inside of him. So even the people that are in white, that are supposed to be good, that are heavenly creatures, they're not doing so hot. Like look at this boy. He's in a trance. Oh, he's cooked. I don't know why this popped into my mind. It looks like someone like started a car and drove him off. Like, hold on. So he gets picked up and it's like, boom, what? I didn't nail it. One more time. Boom, what? He like drives away. That's really not that funny. I don't know why I thought that was, it tickled my fancy. He's literally driving away. And then that zoom is nice to match the movement of him driving away. This song sounds uncannily similar to Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. This is the same song, bro. It's a bop though. And so I'm not gonna lie, the Bad Desire is an absolute bop because Justin Timberlake Mirrors is an actual bop. And it a little bit has like in the chorus, the melody kind of sounds like, what is it? I don't know if I was the only one that thought that, but I couldn't help but hear Justin Timberlake Mirrors when I heard this song. Okay, so now we get a heavenly scene. A parallel dude driving away backwards. So the same thing is happening both in heaven and hell. People are getting dragged away by their desires. Oh. gonna be honest, this was like, there's so many amazing VFX shots in this video. This was by far the worst one. Like this one, we probably should have just cut it. Like look at this. This shot's like not the best too. Like it's kind of, he's getting thrashed around. Like it doesn't look like he's that real standing, but look at the actual like creature and the background and the environment. It's so good. But then this shot just looks like a bad Harry Potter broom flying shot. It's not for me. Oh, the parallel right there. The zoom. Oh, did you see that? I bet you they did a hidden cut right here. Right when he threw his hand. No, why would they do this? There's no reason to do this other than to like, we need to hide a cut. We need to try a different take for this last bit. Yes, I bet you they did a quick directional blur right there. But this is all a motion control camera rig. So it's a robot camera. Boom. What was that? What fell in front of his eyeball? Oh, like a... Oh! It's like an evil stick, bro. That's not cool. So remember how I said in the beginning, we're transitioning usually from light to dark or dark to light. We're spending a lot of time in the dark. It looks like the bad desires have definitely won, and they're doing bad things now with somebody or someone. Wait, with something or someone. With somebody or someone. That's the same energy as Justin Bieber being like, I'd love to thank not only God, but also Jesus. Exact same energy is what I just said right there. Ooh. Ooh. Oh wait, so does it end? Maybe it's a little bit more complicated than the light to dark. Maybe it's really darkness inside of him, but he's looking like he's in the light. It's some trickery. It's all in his tattoo. He looks like a good guy, but he's got a neck tattoo, which means he's really a bad boy. That's totally what it's about. If you want to learn to become a professional video editor or a YouTube creator, or you just want to tell stories that help people, I would love to help you on your journey. Check out the links in the description. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Peace.